Nevada is engineered for constant stimulation. Step onto the Strip at night, and you are immediately bombarded by millions of lumens and the relentless mechanical hum of the casinos. Even outside the city limits, the environment provides no silence. The high desert plains are scoured by constant wind, tearing across miles of dry scrub and echoing off the rugged mountain basins. Yet tucked away inside a sprawling roadside hotel is a single space divorced from all of it. In room 214, the ambient noise level drops to 0. People book this room looking for a quiet night's sleep, but consistently, between 2 and 3 a.m., guests are found sprinting out into the hallway, leaving their belongings behind. The front desk reports are nearly identical. Fleeing guests describe a sudden, crushing paranoia. They report a dizzying vertigo and a heavy physical sensation of dread settling into their chests. These guests are retreating from a heavy, suffocating silence. To understand what is happening to these people, we have to look at the blueprints. Room 214 sits centered in the hotel's floor plan. Due to a quirk in the building's layout, it shares no exterior walls. It is isolated from the elevator shafts, and the main plumbing lines route around its perimeter without making contact. Years ago, management tried to soundproof a neighboring utility closet by packing the adjacent walls with dense, retrofitted acoustic insulation. Any ambient noise from the hallway that reaches this room hits those heavy layers and immediately dies. This architectural accident created an anechoic chamber, an environment that absorbs sound waves rather than reflecting them. Walk inside, and the decibel level plummets. When a guest steps out of a loud corridor and crosses that threshold, the sudden drop in atmospheric pressure and acoustic reflection feels like hitting a physical wall. The ears immediately attempt to adjust to a baseline that no longer exists. This room functions as a highly efficient acoustic trap, severing all sensory ties to the outside world. Human biology is poorly equipped to handle this level of isolation. Our auditory system evolved to filter a baseline of wind, water, and wildlife. We are not wired for 0 decibels. When deprived of external input, the brain turns up its internal sensitivity. Without background noise to mask it, the sound of blood pumping through your jugular vein or the steady thump of your heart becomes deafening. There are also sounds that fall below the 20 Hz threshold of human hearing. Infrasound consists of extremely low-frequency acoustic waves that the ears don't register, but the body physically feels. Inside room 214, audible frequencies flatline, leaving only a massive, slow-rolling wave below 20 Hz. That wave is the muffled vibration of the hotel's industrial HVAC system. In that silence, that low-frequency energy vibrates the fluid in the human eyeball, forcing the brain to register shifting shadows at the edges of the vision. Starved of normal input and physically vibrating from unseen mechanical forces, the sensory system panics. To cope with the void, the brain begins generating its own auditory hallucinations, filling the room with whispers and static. The intense dread guests feel is a biological event, the sound of a human nervous system misfiring in a vacuum. Acoustic science explains the mechanics of the room, yet the volume of terrifying local folklore ensures the space remains vacant. This is the nocebo effect. When a guest reads about the room's reputation, their expectation of terror primes the nervous system for a panic attack before they even turn the key. While the cause is structural, the resulting spiked heart rates, vertigo, and autonomic fear responses are real, measurable physical events. This isolation sits in contrast to the foundation of the surrounding city. Historical landmarks like the Golden Nugget were designed as hubs of intense communal activity and visual noise. Humans rely on this chaos. The overlapping hum of crowds provides a stabilizing baseline, signaling to our ancient brains that we are surrounded by a group and are therefore safe. The silence of room 214 forces a realization of our total isolation. We require the constant, chaotic noise of the world because it maintains our psychological equilibrium, masking the unsettling sound of our own biological functions.